Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve the miscellaneous questions from the topic Precalculus. So let us see the part 1 of it. So the first question here is it's given fx is 3 minus 2x, g of x is root of x and h of x is 3x square plus 2 and you have to find out f minus g into 4. So now what we can do here, we have the formula here, so you can expand this one, f of 4 minus g of 4. So you see here you can see f of 4. So now here you have to look for f of x. So now wherever you see x, you're going to put 4 over here. So same thing, just look at this f of x. So now this is 3 minus 2 and in place of x you are going to put 4. Now let us see for g of 4. G of 4 means you are going to use this one. So in place of x you are going to put 4. So that will be root of 4. So now what will you do? You will solve this one. So this is going to be 3 as it is minus 8 and this is the root of 4 means this is the perfect square, that will be is going to be 2. So this will be is going to be 2. So here when you solve this will be minus 5 minus 2, that is going to be minus 7. Now here when we write here this is h of g into this x. So here you can also write here h of g of 7. So now you know you will look for this g, that is root of x. So in place of that x you are going to write here root of 7. So you will write here root of 7. So now again what will you look here for h of root of 7. So look at this one. So wherever you see x you are going to put here root of 7. So what will be here? 3 into root of 7 square plus 2. So this is here. So now what you can do here, this will be 3. Root of 7 square is going to be what? Root of 7 into root of 7, that is going to be root of 49. And root of 49, this is a perfect square, that is going to be 7. So for this one, we can write 7 plus 2. Now we will multiply this into this. That will be 21 plus 2, that is 23. Now the next question is find inverse of each function, then verify f of f inverse x is x and f inverse f of x is x. So now this is the function given. So this f of x, whenever you see, that is y. So y is 6 over there. So when you take the inverse, wherever there is y, we put x and x we put y. So here we can write x. So you have to interchange this one. So this is going to be y. So now we want y. So what are you going to do? This is multiplication. So x divided by 6, that is y. So we can also write this one as 1 by 6 x is y, and just this interchange here. So because I wanted y over here, so y is 1 by 6x. So the value doesn't change. You have to just interchange the places. So now this y is f inverse of x, and that is 1 by 6x. So this is the answer. But then they have asked to verify this. So now f of f inverse x. So now let us see for f of f inverse x. So now you know f inverse x is what? 1 by 6x. So you will put in this place, you will put out f here as it is 1 by 6x. And now you know f of 1 by 6x means this is going to be, you are going to put here so this is 6. So in place of x you will put here 1 by 6x. So now this will be x. So now f inverse of f of x. Now again you know f of x is, what is that? F of x is 6x. So you will put here 6x. So that will be f inverse of 6x. So f inverse, this will be 1 by 6 into this 6x. So this 6 and 6 gets cancelled. That will be is going to be x. because here in place of this x you will put here 1 by 6. Wherever you see x, you are going to put here 1 by 6. So this is going to be x. So this is verified. So now the next one, if f of x is 2x plus 3, you have to find here f of x minus 10 minus f of 10 divided by x, where x is not equal to 0. So now you will look at this function. So here, in place of this one, x, that is x minus 10. So you will put here in this one x minus 10, and this is plus 3. And now f of 10. So in place of this x, you are going to put 10. So 2 into 10 plus 3 divided by x as it is. So what will you do? You are going to expand it to x minus 20 plus 3, and this minus as it is, that will be 20 plus 3, that is going to be 23. So now let us remove the bracket, just solve the brackets here. 2x, so this is going to be minus 20 plus 3 minus 23 divided by x. So now 2x will be as it is. So when you solve this part, that is minus 20 minus 23, that is going to be minus 43 plus 3, that is going to be minus 40 divided by x. So now next one, find inverse of each function algebraically. So now f of x is 4x cubed minus 3. So f of x is, that is y. So 4x cubed minus 3. So we can now, because it is an inverse, we are going to interchange this one, y to x and x to y. Wherever there is x, we will put y. So rest all is the same. So now here is x, and this minus 3 will go on this side, that will be plus 3. That is, here will be 4x cubed. So now x plus 3 as it is. Now this is multiplication, you will put here, that is going to get divided, that will be x y cube. So now this is only just, I have interchanged this one, y cube is x plus 3 divided by 4. So we want the value of y. Y is, that is because this is y cube, so that will be cube root of this part. So now we want the inverse of it, so we will write this one, f inverse x is this. So this is the answer. So now let us see how to divide it. 6x4 plus here 10x cube plus 13x square minus 5x plus divided by 2x x square minus 1. So now what are you going to do? Here you will take both of them. You will look at the first part, that is 6x4 divided by 2x square. So that is going to be 2 3s are, and this goes up, this is going to be 2. So what will you get here? 3x square. So this will be 3x square. Now what are you going to do? This whole part you are going to multiply by this one. So what will be that? 2x square minus 1 into 3x square. So this will be minus 3x square, and when you multiply this into this, that is going to be 6x4. So 6x4, x is to 4 minus 3x square. So 6x is to 4, here minus 3. Why did I write here minus 3x square? Because this is also x square. We don't have x cube term. So now what will you do? This is actually plus. So here will be minus. Again here is, or the minus here, because this is minus here. When you multiply this into this, you get minus 3x square. So this will make it to plus. So this and this gets cancelled. So now we will take this down. That will be 10x cube. And now look at the new sign. That is plus 13x square plus 3x square. That is going to be plus 16x square. And we'll take this down. That is minus 5x. Now you have to concentrate on this part and this one, the first part. So that will be 10x cube divided by 2x square. Again, what will you do? 2 1s are, 2 5s are. So this is 2, means this is going to be just 1. So that is going to be 5x. So here will be, whatever the sign is here, this is plus, so this also is going to be plus. So you will write here plus 5x. So now you will multiply this and this one. That is going to be 2x square into 5x. Minus 1 into 5x. So this and this will be minus 5x, and this is going to be 10x cube. So now 10x cube minus 5x. So below this one, 10x cube you will write here, and where is x? X is here, so you will write here minus 5x. So now what will you do? This is plus, so this is going to be minus. You have to change this one. Sign minus is here, so this is going to be plus. So this and this again, minus 5x plus 5x gets cancelled. So now this you bring it down, and now this plus 2. Now you will look for this and this part. That will be 16x square divided by 2x square. X square and x square gets cancelled. 2 ones are 2 8s are. So what sign you will look at the sign? This is plus, so you will write here plus 8. So now what are you going to do? You are going to multiply this and this one. So 2x square minus 1 multiplied by 8. So minus 8, and this is going to be 16x square. So 16x square minus 8. So now you will write here 16x square minus 8. So this is plus, so this is going to be minus, this is minus, so this is going to be plus. So this and this gets cancelled. So now what will you get here? Plus 8 plus 2, that is going to be 10. So this is the remainder. So you know this is the dividend, this is the divisor, and this is going to be the quotient, and this is the remainder. So this is done. Now you have to use, so we'll see this one, use synthetic division to find f of 2, and f of x is given as minus x raised to 4 plus 2x cubed minus x square plus 3x minus 1. So now what will you do? You will take the coefficient of this, that is minus 1. So you will put here minus 1. Coefficient of x cube is 2. Plus 2 means you will just write 2. Coefficient of x square is minus 1. So you will write here minus 1. Coefficient of x is plus 3, but you will write just 3. And this, the constant one, minus 1. So here f of 2 means this is the value of x. So you will just put here 2. So now you will do this way. And what will you do? The first thing, whatever the number is, you are going to write it the same. So now the next step is you are going to multiply this into this. So that is going to be minus 2. So the minus 2 should be here. This should be added. 2 minus 2 is 0. So now again what will you do? Multiply this into this. That will be 0. This should be added. So that should be minus 1. Again you are going to multiply this into this. So that is going to be minus 2. So that will be here. Again you are going to add this one. So that is going to be 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Again multiply this into this, that is going to be 2. And here that will be plus 2 minus 1, that is going to be 1. So this is the remainder over here. So now what are you going to do here? Now you will just check. Now see here, this x value is 2. So you are going to put here 2. So that will be minus. But see here, this minus should be out of the bracket because now minus x is to 4. So when you are checking it, it should be outside the bracket. Plus 2 into 2 cube minus 2 into square plus 3 into 2, and this is going to be minus 1. So now what will be here? You are going to write here minus 2 2s are 4, that will be 16 plus this is 8 and plus this multiplied by 2, that will be plus 16, and this is going to be minus, and this is 4 minus 4 plus 6 minus 1 plus 6 minus 1. So what will you get? This and this will get cancelled. So what remains here is plus 6 and minus 4 minus this is going to be what? 1. So minus 5. So answer is going to be 1. So did you see this? And this is the same. So now you have the next one. Write in the form y is equal to a into x minus h square plus k. So this is the equation given. So now here you will take these two terms. So from this one you will take minus 2 common. X square will be as it is. We are not going to take we are not going to look at the x term. Actually, when we do it separately, even the x can be common over here, but we want here x square. So we are not going to separate that x square, just the constant one. So what is the here? Common here is minus 2. So now here minus 2. So what remains in the bracket only from this one? That will be x square. This is plus. So minus and minus becomes plus. So here should be minus. And this is 28. And this minus 42 out of the bracket. So now what are you going to do? This is the first term and this is the middle term. So now we are going to take this one middle term you are going to divide it by 2 and you are going to take the square of it, completing the square method. So 10 divided by 2, and this is the square of it. So what should be this? This should be 5. So now what are you going to do here? So you are going to write a 5 square. 5 square is what? 25. So you are going to write a plus 25. So now x square minus 10x plus 25. See, again I'll repeat it. Take this term, divide it by 2 and take the square of it. So this will be 5. So 5 square will be 25. So here minus what it will be as it is. But now since you have taken this 25 extra, so this also should be taken over here. So actually here outside the bracket is 2. So what are you going to do here? This will be 25 twos are, but this is plus minus is going to be minus 50. So minus 50 means you have to take plus 50. So that becomes, here should be plus 50. Hope you got this one. So if it was here plus 50, so you could have taken here minus 50. So this is very important. So many of them go take 25 over here. So that is wrong because here there is 2. So this should be multiplied. So this is minus 50. So there should be plus 50. So now what will we do here? This will be as it is. And this is the perfect square here. This when you square this one, that should be x. And when you square this one, that should be 5. But then you are going to look at this sign. After x square, whatever the sign is. So that will be x minus 5 whole bracket square. And this will be plus 8. So this is the answer because they said write in the form of. So this is in this form. So now next one, simplify and write in standard form. Now this is the from the vector. So now here see here. First what are we going to do? We are going to expand it. So you can do it anyways. So this into this, this into this, this into this, and this into this. So 6 to 2s are 12, and this will be minus 89. And when we multiply this into this, that is going to be minus 4i. And when you multiply this minus and minus becomes plus 6i square. So now what are we going to do? First is in this one, that is there is a rule that whenever there is the I square means the value is minus 1. So what are we going to do? 12 will write as it is. This I square means 6 into minus 1, that is going to be minus 6. So this will be minus 6. So that I square is gone. And this when you add it together, so that is going to be minus 22i. So now 12 minus 6 is 6 minus 22i. So why did I write here 6 and then minus? Because that is the standard form. That is, it should be in the form of a plus bi. So this is a and this is bi. So it should be written in this way. Now let us see the next one here. So what will you do? You are going to rationalize the denominator. So 1 minus 2i means here it should be 1 plus 2i. And this is 1 plus 2i means this also should be 1 plus 2i. So now this will be as it is. So now again you are going to expand it. 8 plus 16i. Then what will you do? Minus 7i. And this will be minus 14i square. For this one we can go here. We can either write here a minus b, a plus b means a square minus b square. Or we can do same thing, we can expand it 1. We'll do it from here. 1 plus 2i. This is here. Minus 2i. And minus 4i square. So now again you know the rule, that is 8 will be here. When you, this will be 9i and minus 14 I square means what will you write here? Minus 14 into minus 1. So minus 14 into, this is minus 1. And this plus 2i and minus 2i gets cancelled. So this is going to be 1. And this is minus 4i square. That is minus 4 into minus 1. So that is going to be minus, minus is going to be plus. So now what will you write here? 8 plus 9i. This will be plus 14. And this minus minus becomes plus. So 1 plus 4. So now what will you write here? This will be 22 plus 9i divided by, because you want in the form of a plus bi. So it should be written in this one. So now this you are going to divide it, and this you are going to divide it separately. 22 by 5, and when you divide this one, that also 9 by 5i. So because now can you see here, this is in the form of a plus bi. The next one is root of minus 20 into root of minus 3. So we can separate this one, root of minus 20 into root of 20 into root of minus 1. This we can write here root of 3 into root of minus 1. So this will be, now there is a rule again, root of minus 1 is I. So for this one we can write I. This will be as it is, for this one we can write I. So now root of 20 can be written as root of 4 into root of 5. And this will be as it is, and I into I will be I square. So now this is a perfect square, so we can write for this one too 15 as it is. And now what we can do, this will be 5 into 3, that is 15, root of 15, and this I square is minus 1. So we can write here I square is minus 1. So now here this minus can be taken in the star, that is 2 root 15 as it is. So answer is minus 2 root 15. So now let us see the next one. Sketch the graph of f of x is 3 into x minus 1 whole bracket square minus 3. Find and label the vertex, x-intercepts and y-intercept. So now for this one, this is given, f of x is given, and you have to find the vertex x. So now, so the vertex for this one, you know, this is in the form of x minus h whole bracket square a into, and this will be k. This is the h and k, these are the vertex. So now from this one, what you can write here? H will be 1 and k is going to be what? Minus 3. So here you can write a minus 3 for this k. So now x minus h whole bracket square plus k. So this is going to be a into this one. So this will be k will be minus 3. So now here x-intercept means y should be 0. So first thing, we are not going to think about this one. So now we are going to start from here, and then later on this is just written, the blanks were there and this were written after finding out the value. So let us not think about this one right now. So now let us see how this is done. So now x-intercept means always y should be 0. So we are going to put in this one. So f of x means here the same thing is written over here. So y should be 0 means f of x means this is y. So y should be 0. Always whenever x-intercept means y should be 0. And this will be as it is. As it is. So now what will you do? This minus 3 you will take on this side, so that it should be 3 and this will be here. Now again what you can do, this is multiplication, this is 3 and this will come here, means it is going to get divided x minus 1 whole bracket square. So this is going to be 1, this is x minus 1. So when you are going to square both sides, so what will be that? X minus 1 is going to be root of plus or minus, this will be 1. So you will take here, once you will take here x is equal to 1 plus 1. First you will write here x is equal to plus or minus, because this will go on that side, so that is going to be plus 1. So now see here, plus or minus 1 and this will be plus 1 is equal to x. So both is the same. So x is 1 plus or minus. So once you are going to take plus 1, or you will take 1 minus 1, so that is going to be 2 or 0. So that is what is written here, 0 and 2. So y-intercept is what? 0. So for both of them there will be 0. So hope this x-intercepted. Now let us look for the y-intercept. Y-intercept means it should be x is 0. So again we are going to use this one, same thing over here. So in place of this we are going to put, this is y. Y is, first we'll write here, for this one we wrote y. So now this y will be as it is. Wherever you see x, you are going to put here 0. So y is 3 into 0 minus 1 means that is minus 1 square, that is going to be 1 minus 3. So when you multiply this into this, that is going to be 3, 3 minus 3. So here you get y as 0. So here what you can see, the x also is 0 and this y also is 0. So now what you can see here, y-intercept means this x and this y, both are 0. So this is the answer. So that is what they asked, find the vertex. So the vertex is done. X-intercept means this is done, and y-intercept this is done. This was the explanation how to do that, to find out the x and the y-intercept. And then they have asked to sketch it. Sketching part means now you know you have got all the values. So what are the values? The vertex is 1 and minus 3. So first the vertex will be 1 and minus 3 means this is 1 means h and k means this is x and y, 1 and minus 3. So 1 is here on the x-axis and minus 3 is here. So the point is going to be here. And then you got the x-intercept. This is 0, 0 and 2, 0. So 0, 0 and 2, 0. So these are the points. And the y-intercept is 0, 0. So the y-intercept is 0, 0. So it should be here. So how is this going to be? It should be in this way. So this is the graph. Now find all zeros of the polynomial function f of x is x raised to 4 plus 2x cubed minus 15x square. So now what will you write here? F of x is, from this one what are you going to take? You are going to take x square common because I want here x square. So here just take x square, and what remains here is x square plus this is cube, so remains is 2x, and here this x square is gone over here, so minus 15. So now here this is a quadratic equation. So what will I do here? Now this is 1. So you will take the factors of 15 in such a way that you get a middle term 2. So 5 3s are 15. So you are going to put plus 5 minus 3. So it is going to be plus 2. So this is going to be plus 2. So I write here plus 5x minus 3x. These are going to be the same. The quadratic equation, if you are done, this part is very easy, how to take the factors and take the middle term, make it equal. So now here x square. So now if we take from this one, this is going to be x into, sorry, this x is, yeah, x into x plus 5, because x is common from here. From here, now this is the minus sign, you will take as it is. So 3 into x plus 5. So now both the brackets are same, and it should be same when you are using the quadratic equation. You are doing it, it should be same. It is not same means you have done some mistake. So x plus 5, and what remains is x minus 3, and this is x square. So now what you can see, x square is 0, x plus 5 is 0, and x minus 3 is 0. So now we can write for this one, x is 0. If you take here, it is going to be x is equal to minus 3. If you take the here, means x is going to be 3. So they have asked for the zeros. So what are the zeros? Therefore, zeros of polynomial functions are 0, minus 5 and 3. So by this one, we have completed today's work. Do like and subscribe to my channel so you get the notification of the other parts.